Guys, I've been MIA on this channel. That's because there's some big news we have to discuss. I need your help. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signore. You know it's serious when I bring in the big dogs. Steph, the alternate, is back. Love you, Steph. Thank you for joining me for this one. I know you've been going through it too. We're all going through it. Everybody out there, I hope you're all doing okay, but I want to get right to it, Steph, and I'm glad you could join me for this. For those of you that don't know and didn't see our announcement over on Popcorn Planet, Blake Lively won in her subpoena battle against me. A Florida judge now just ruled, and this is basically a shot at all independent digital journalism here in the States, and specifically Florida, which is a federal court, a federal judge, sided with Blake and said, yeah, I have to give up all my conversations, my private news gathering conversations with sources is now fair game for Blake to have. Even the stuff that wasn't responsive or relevant, just give it all. You have to give it all because, you know, the judge decided to side with Blake over a non-party journalist. That's one thing I think a lot of people who are trying to argue with me about this whole thing, Steph, I'm not a defendant in this case, right? I'm not being sued. This isn't a defamation case against me or something I've done, which a lot of the haters and Meghan supporters out there are talking about. That's why I want to talk to you here, because it's going to affect a lot of things if this stands, Steph. But that's what's so crazy about this case. This is about protecting sources. This is about a case I'm not even involved in. And somehow the rich and powerful Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds just said, you know what? This guy annoys me. We want all his correspondence. They didn't get to do that with TMZ. They didn't get to do that with the New York Times. But with me, somehow, I just got screwed over because I feel as if my judge doesn't understand new media, shrugged me off as literally, and it says it, Steph, at one point, little more than a YouTube channel is how she sort of clarifies this. And it's going to have chilling, shocking results. So I wanted to have that conversation with you first. We are going to get to the holiday special. I'm going to force myself to do it. And there's other news, so stay tuned, guys. But Steph, I know you're just reacting to it because you've been busy as well, but what was your reaction when you saw this, and how shocked were you?
Chills have gone down my spine because this could potentially open up a scenario whereby if Popcorn Productions does any other kind of like documentary on any other well-known person, that then person could come to you and successfully get all your sources, this, that, and the other, just like Blake Lively has done. Which then means that that's the end of Popcorn Productions, because as a journalistic outfit, no sources are going to trust you because there's some kind of legal loophole where the judge will turn around and say, yeah, all the sources that Andy got for that documentary about you, yeah, you can have them. Whether you're Blake Lively, whether you're Meghan Markle or anyone else. This is extremely scary and something that I have to admit I did not expect would happen. You've got, I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, I don't know which amendment it is, but there is an amendment in your constitution that protects journalists like you and the sources and everything else in between. So it's
It's the first one, Steph.
There you go.
the most important and first
the
one.
First Amendment.
Right there.
You go. That's how much of an American I am, right? Can't you tell? But this is the thing, right? I thought your case was a slam dunk. To now all of a sudden find out that somehow the First Amendment's gone in the bin because of Blake Lively. I'm absolutely shocked at this. And this has further ramifications. What could stop Megxi, for example, going after you for the sources that you used for the Meghan documentary that you did with Hate Meghan, or the other documentary that we were involved in, what a royal divorce would look like between Hazza and Megxi? This has far-reaching complications for any YouTuber that wants to do documentaries on the rich and powerful, this, that, and the other. Quite right, you're a journalist, but in America, the First Amendment doesn't apply to you. Why? Because you're just a YouTuber. We're not just YouTubers anymore. We're the new media. Mainstream media, when you look at the trust in the viewing figures, they're going down because everyone's going online to get their news these days. For better or for worse, whether you like him or not, X is the top news app in the world for a freaking reason.
When I just want to reiterate, and you can go to Popcorn Planet. I did a longer video. Go watch the one yesterday on the channel. You'll see it that breaks down a lot of. But I want to do it again here, and specifically, like, look what she says. Popcorn Planet is little more than a YouTube channel. Although Popcorn Planet maintains a website that operates an online shop for branded merchandise, Popcorn Planet has no independent website for hosting its video content. That's actually false, and that's what's so frustrating. Like, she didn't look. Like, if you go to our website, you can go see our documentaries, our exclusive content. All this stuff is here, housed on our website, because it's not just YouTube. Yes, we use YouTube as one platform, but every news outlet uses YouTube as a platform. So because now YouTube deems the platform's not enough, you need who gets to deem who's a journalist, who's press, Steph, right? That's what this gets so scary. There are clear definitions, thankfully, of what it is, but she uses these archaic, as you go, it's so frustrating how she goes in and says, well, we're not a newspaper. We're not a salaried employee at a newspaper or a news journal or a news agency. That's what we have to be to qualify, is what she's sort of saying here. These newspapers, Steph, they're not around anymore. Like, that's a rarity that nobody has. What about Substack? Is that not a good outlet where people can do journalism? Because I know a lot of really good journalists on Substack that are funding their journalism through paid members who support them to keep doing their research, right? So where does this end? And it's frustrating because I've seen a lot of other people try to claim, well, no, but Andy, there's not, I've talked to every lawyer, she's trying to also blame my lawyers at times. There's a lot of stuff, and we're going to go through it on my live. And the core issue here, which she focuses on, is the definition. Popcorn Planet is clearly not a newspaper or a news magazine under plain and ordinary means of the term. She's literally is just, nor do we fit the terms of news agency or press association, wire service, radio or television station or network. This is false. Television, the modern definition of television, says streaming. And I would argue, everybody who's watching, do you consider internet content your new television? Steph, do you consider streaming internet content as television?
I watch more Netflix, Amazon Prime, and freaking Disney Plus and YouTube than I do traditional terrestrial TV now. And this is the thing. Bear with me one moment, because there's something in my background that I've had since day one. And Andy, you might recognize this. But back in the day, first time we ever met in real life, it was Las Vegas. It was in April, and it was for CinemaCon. This is my point that I'm making absolutely here right now. This was for Popcorn Planet and Movie World. You remember? I've still got this to this day, and it's still part of my set because this holds so many good memories, right? This is it. This is a press pass for Popcorn Planet, for CinemaCon. How can she turn around and say that Popcorn Planet isn't a journalistic endeavor, isn't a news program, when Andy gets press passes to cover events like CinemaCon? Here's the evidence, you absolute freaking cowbag, narcissistic, nutbag job from hell. What the deuce?
Well, see, it's a semantics thing what happens in these judges, because, well, you didn't write that, and you didn't write this. It's like, well, girl, go Google it. Girl, judge. I say it's I mean, try to be disrespectful as judge, but I'm frustrated with her because it's like, she didn't do any research, I feel like, on the website to blatantly just claim that we're just a little more than a YouTube channel. You didn't even check out the website, which we talked about, as in there, housing documentaries and investigations. She didn't want to go look. She didn't even have a follow-up hearing if she was confused about it, which she admitted. I'm trying to get the transcripts. She admitted in the beginning, this is not something I'm familiar with, clearly. And while I appreciate the transparency, come on, you got to then at least have some more hearings so you understand and challenge. Well, I'm having struggle here because this isn't. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And she blatantly ignored our case law, BuzzFeed article. There's a lot she ignored. And I want you guys to be aware of this because it's a big deal. And as you said, Steph, yes, it can have serious ramifications. Or now Meghan Markle could decide, no, oh no, he's hurt. Let's go get him. So just to be clear, we are appealing. This is not over. We're appealing to the 11th Circuit. Heck, I'll take this to the Supreme Court if I have to. Even if Blake runs out or the case runs out, I don't care. I'm seeing this all the way through to challenge this idea that I'm not a journalist, because I am a journalist. By her own damn definition, Steph, in her ruling, as she puts here, these definitions, I can't even click it because you have to buy Oxford Dictionary here to do it, but these network, we are a network. A network, if you look it up in the dictionary, guys, it's a group of people or things. Like, that's what it is. You, Kim, Lewis, Michelle, my audience, Christopher Melcher, all our lawyers, our experts, our audiences, that's our network. And on top of that, you're on another channel because I got multiple channels under Popcorn Productions, all of which are trademarked, real deal organizations. So if I'm having that trouble, if they're coming against me, imagine what they're going to do against any other independent or digital outlet that's actually doing real journalism. Oh no, they're not real. Look, and especially if you're in Florida, you're screwed because now, look, oh yeah, this does now. Oh cool, we can go after all these people, the rich and powerful who don't like the coverage they're getting of their news coverage can now go and challenge this. And then they can go sort of try to do more and more. And again, I don't want to get caught up on, this isn't a defamation case. This isn't like, oh, Meghan Markle can now shut me down because everything I'm saying is untrue. To be fair, this case is specifically about sources, about protecting my sources. No one's suing me for lying. And a lot of people are trying to get it twisted. No one's suing me for doing anything nefarious, malicious, or wrong. They're literally saying I have no journalistic privilege to protect my sources, my whistleblowers. That is chilling stuff. And so and it's going to destroy me, my credibility at least, and others are not going to want to talk to us because of it. And that's a huge win for Blake, for Meghan, for everybody, because people will be afraid now to think, oh, I can't go to Popcorn Planet because he lost. So this is a massive, it's a loss, and it's massively unjust in my eyes. Final thoughts, Steph, anything else? But just so we're clear, as Steph's talking, I'm going to show you some of these links. I can use help by going to our Give, Send, Go. We've started a new Give, Send, Go because I'm taking this to the appeal to the Supreme Court. And amazingly, this morning, we already got almost $4,000. Amazing. Guys, I'm going to need more. Beyond just this, now I have to redo a lot of this documentary. The costs have been sinking me because no one's buying it, Steph, because they're all afraid of this power couple. And I refuse to let it go. And we are now publicly funded through you guys as well now. So thank you and continue. If there was ever a time to donate, I don't like to do it. I know it's the holidays, but this is the time. So please, if you can, or even better, head on over to the website and sign up. You can become a member over there. You can't see it. Make sure you can see it there. I'll show these links as Steph's talking, but I know you got to go. I appreciate you making time. Steph, well said with the press badge. That was key. What final thoughts from you?
Buckle up, Blake, because it ain't over. It's not over. And yes, this is a loss on our side at the moment, but it's only temporary. She might have won this battle, but the war is still on the table to be won. And best believe, Andy has more supporters than Blake. And if we all band together, we are stronger together than we are apart. And so if you can spare a couple of bucks when it comes to supporting Andy and his legal war chest against Blake Lively, please do that. And if not, that's not a problem either, right?
Share it, right?
Just share the link then. That's
you can go to a newsfeed.
Just as good.
Our newsfeed has a press release. You can literally send it out to big channels you like. Shout out to Lady C, Steph. I know Lady C's been recouping, and she called me. She was so distraught. I was like, oh my God, thank you. I hope you're okay. And she was just so upset by what happened here. And I know she's going to try to help spread the word, but shout out to Lady C for that amazing reach out and so many others. But yes, if you know another channel or a place or a blog or a podcast, especially if they talk about freedom of speech, send them the press release. Let them know it's there in our newsfeed. And here's what I was trying to say, sign up, become a member, because we actually do have exclusive content there, exclusive journalism and documentaries. Unlike what the judge thought, because she just didn't go check, we are a journalism outfit. We are a news network, and we need your help now more than ever. Steph, I appreciate you. You're part of the network too. Steph, the alternate, our UK division. Make sure you're supporting her and go and follow and subscribing. You can hit the bell also to all our channels. Popcorn Planet, Popcorn Palace, Steph, the alternate. Hit the bells, the likes, the comments, all that stuff. We are not stopping. I appreciate you, Steph. I appreciate all you. But please click the link. It'll be there. Sign up. Click the sign up to get to the donations. Spread the word if you can't support. I understand. I love you guys. We are not stopping.